Hey friends, welcome back to Minifig Monday. I've got someone interesting here. You think this would be a villain, he's actually not. He's a mercenary, anti-hero, bounty hunter, I guess you could call him, assassin, whatever. This is Firefly from the DC animated universe. The reason I say that is because this is one of the very few references that Lego has ever done to my favorite Batman show, and I'm probably going to get some flack for this. The Batman 2004. So there's a very specific show that this is from, and that's that show. So I think the only other time they referenced it was in the Lego Batman movie. There was these two like Kabuki twin like girls with the red jumpsuits and the claws, and they came out in the Batmobile set from that movie. And I think those girls were supposed to be from that show too. So this is one of the very few things that they've done to reference that show, that specific Batman show. That's like my Batman show. That's like the one I grew up in, or in. Wish I lived in that. That'd be cool to visit that world. But that Batman show is like my animated series. Like that's the one I love and grew up with, and I'm looking to get the whole show on DVD slowly. But yeah, the Batman from 2004. I think it was the second Batman show to come out after the massive uh 90s animated show that everyone loves. That one. I didn't watch that, okay? I don't have the nostalgia. I don't have the connection. I didn't watch that show. So, maybe I'll try it sometime, but that was not the one. All right. It's very praised. I get it. I get it. It looks cool. Yeah. Anyway, Firefly, great figure. Glad to finally have him. He came out in the one set. It was the Poison Ivy mech versus the Bat mech. That's a awesome set. I think it was 2018, I believe. I think it was 2018 or 2019. It was one of those. I think it was 18. Anyway, he came out in that set, and he is kind of expensive now. He's like 30 bucks, like 20 to 30 bucks. Like, he's a pricey guy. And the reason why is because he's very obscure. Like, this version is very, he's not well known, like this version, because he only came in that one set, and he's also from that show. So, in that episode, I believe this Firefly is in 5 episodes. I think one of them is a cameo in that show, and he becomes Dr. Phosphorus, I believe, in the last episode that he shows up in. I think it's like season 3 or 4. Anyway, yeah, he's a really cool figure, and he's got a lot of. He reminds me of Bumblebee because he's got like the yellow and black, black and yellow, black and yellow. He's got that going on for him, and he doesn't have any accessories in his hand right now, but he comes with this gigantic booster pack looking thing. In the episodes, most of the early episodes of the Batman, he rides this like giant jetpack with energy. It's so cool. And the only way that Batman can keep up with him is if he flies. So Batman has to invent a jetpack, a bat pack to keep up with this guy. And he's got like these stinger blasts on his arms. It's such a cool design for a character. And he's kind of like a hired gun. He really does things for like the highest bidder. Like he's like a mercenary, right? So, you know, if he's paid to do something, that's what he does. And he does it really well. He's got a cool look. He also has this flamethrower, which this isn't really accurate, I guess, because in the early episodes he doesn't have a flamethrower. It's like it's an energy like they're like energy gauntlets. So he like zaps energy from the hand. That doesn't, I don't know. I guess they couldn't really do that with the Fig, but still, he's got this gigantic, flamethrower looking thing. It's cool. This is connected to the jetpack, by the way. Speaking of the jetpack, might as well talk about it. It's got this ginormous build, lots of yellow and black pieces, and this is built pretty much exactly from the set. I tried to make it as close as possible. Some colors are wrong, but it's got the, lots of flame, fiery effects, and he's got the stand as well. This is supposed to plug into this, and yeah, it's a little bit hard to get him to stand with this thing on, because it's such a cumbersome build. But look at this guy. He's just bulky as all heck. Look at that. It's super bulky. But that's fair because in the episodes, he was very bulky when he wore this jetpack. So that's actually kind of makes sense. And yeah, the one of the coolest pieces is this neck bracket. I have it on the Tron set. A couple of those figures come with the neck bracket in this version. And yeah, it works pretty well. Obviously, it would have been better if this was like in yellow or in black because it looks weird if you look at it for too long. But yeah, his detail is great. Sadly, no leg printing, which is kind of lame. Like, that's definitely lame. But it's fine enough because he doesn't need it. I feel like dual molded legs would be great. Like the yellow boots. I think that'd be kind of cool. But it's alright. Doesn't really need it. He's got a really nice torso with his sweet looking armor. And sadly, the one issue, it's like a nitpick. But the yellow is supposed to match his bright helmet. It's actually dark yellow because it's printing onto black, so it looks a little bit faded. But I actually think it kind of adds a nice comic style. You know, it kind of looks cool. And back printing, I don't want to take them apart. I guess I will. This one time, I will. There's the back printing. It's actually my first time seeing the back printing. It's alright. It's kind of cool. It's kind of nice. And that's about it. Put him back together. I'd say the most disappointing part of this fig is definitely the head underneath. That's really disappointing because of the great character in the show. I think his name was Garfield Lynn, I believe. I could be wrong. I could be mixing that up. But yeah, he's got like a goatee and some crazy tan shaggy hair. He's like this hippie almost looking guy, and it's funny because we only see him upside down in the few episodes. I think the first episode this guy is in, The Big Heat, one of the best episodes of the Batman ever. I just think it's such a fast-paced ride of an episode, and Adam West is in there too, a former Batman. And I just think it's a really epic episode. The action is fantastic. Just the way everything moves and the way this guy attacks. It's so it's almost like an adrenaline rush of an episode. But yeah, great episode. In fact, I think all the episodes this guy is in is great. I think Fire and Ice is another one from season 2. I believe he's in season 3 or 4. There's a lot of good stuff with this guy. And yeah, I wanted to say that because I love this guy. I think he's one of the coolest around. And yeah, the closest I have to this figure, I have one that's similar. Not just the helmet is the same. The Intergalactic Bounty Hunter. You can know how much I love this fig. But yeah, same helmet, just different. It's very intimidating. But just wanted to share a comparison. The helmet is really great. It's in yellow. It's got 2 menacing red and black eyes. Really cool look there. It's very comic booky. And this is the disappointing part. The head. Ugh. It's so boring. Why is the head so bad? It's like Lex Luthor's crappy head from 2012. Like, bruh, you couldn't have like made a good head for this guy? Come on, you saw the episodes. He had a goatee. He had a cool hippie look. What happened? Why does it look terrible? Like, bruh, he doesn't look like this. It's like it doesn't match at all in the slightest. It's really bad. Why? It's not Lex Luthor. Why? It's dumb. It doesn't make sense. No second face. Like, it's just so bad. I can't believe they ruined this figure with it. It's like 90% awesome, and then the head is so bad that it makes it 5% terrible. Like, why? I'm gonna see if I can find a better head, because it's bothering me so bad. I cannot. Like, bruh, you had the perfect opportunity to make a great, unique head. Why? Like, why not? Like, you're probably never gonna make this figure again. Like, I don't know. That's the lamest part with this guy, but everything else, man, everything else is a zap. It's super cool. Super nice. It makes me wish, though, that we had a 2004 Batman actual figure. That's what I really want. Anyway, that's it for this guy. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. I thank you for your support. I will see you in the next one. Hope I showed you everything. Let me know your thoughts, and have a great day.